figured I would start throwing out some videos here about my experience at PCC Nationals. I know some of you open guys aren't going to like that I said that first, but for me, it's PCC Nationals. So I figured I'd kind of start giving you guys a few videos here and there about how I feel at some of these matches during the match. Obviously, it won't be live, but after each day, or kind of my experiences on what it's taken me to kind of get into the match, or how I've gotten here and all those kind of things, and how the days go. Just kind of give you some examples of what we go through. For some of you guys that are thinking about going to major matches or haven't quite gone yet or want to go to big matches, this doesn't have to be nationals. This could be all kinds of matches. Just kind of give you guys a little update on what I do. So first things first is today was our travel day. We came in on Wednesday. We don't shoot till Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but we came in Wednesday afternoon / Wednesday night, however you want to look at it, so that we can get prepped and ready for the match to walk stages Thursday, Friday, or Thursday, and then we will shoot Friday, Saturday, Sunday, leave Monday. So one of the reasons why I come in the night before the day that we're walking stages is so, one, I might get a chance to walk stages a little bit earlier and give myself a little bit of more time to kind of check out the stages and so on and so forth. Number two, it allows me to allow the travel to kind of fall off. The problem for me is I'm getting older and the travel really beats me up. So sitting in a plane for any long extended period of time, or a car especially, my legs lock up, my hips lock up. I'm not really designed to be sitting in a chair at 90 degrees for a long period of time. So it's just, I don't work very well that way. My body doesn't like it. So that's probably why I was never an office guy. So we get here around 3 o'clock today and rent the car, which thank goodness the car rental was in the airport. That always saves a ton of time. We left our house in Florida at 2:55, so the hour difference and change. So we ended up leaving at 2:55, 3 o'clock, and then getting here at 3 o'clock. So that was, that's always interesting. But we land, get the car. We end up having, our rental car ended up having a ton of damage before we even got it. So we had to go through the process of having her give us a different car, because I didn't want to deal with, having to claim what was my damage, or that none of it was my damage. Yeah. So she just ended up giving me another car, so it worked out great. So then we leave, we go to we actually were in enough time that we were able to get to the range. So we ended up going directly to the range instead of the hotel. I had to get my CMP card renewed because it was old and it had expired. I'm not sure how that happened since I was here last year at the same time, but either way, it expired. So I got a new card. So I had to watch the CMP video, which is basically a safety video that they give that kind of gives you a tour of the whole range. There's not a whole lot of safety in there, but they give you a 15-minute tour of the range on a video that you have to watch it. You are required to watch it, or you cannot enter the range. And if they do catch you, they will stop you in the middle of your match and make you go watch that video and then get the card. If you lose your card, even though you've done the video, you have to stop shooting the match, leave, go get a replacement card, and then come back. You have to have that card with you at all times at this match. I don't know if it's because it's a state-owned range or what the deal is, but it's definitely something different that they do there. And it's something that takes time out of your day from being focused on the match or focused during stage walking or any of those things. So we came a day early, got all that stuff done. I was able to sit down and do that. My buddy Craig, who I always travel with or try to travel with all the time, his card was still good to go, even though we shot the same match last year. It was kind of weird. So he got his card, or he had his stuff all set up. I just had to do the video and lose that 15 minutes. Then we were able to walk stages for an hour, which was really nice because my zone, for me personally, is in zone 1. So I got to walk all of zone 1 multiple times. The staff was still shooting that day, was shooting that day. So they were on stage 2, I believe it was. So we weren't able to walk that stage, or stage 2 or 3, whatever it was. But we weren't able to walk that stage until they were done. So we decided just to keep walking stages and go around them. We basically were able to get into, I think it was 10 stages we ended up walking, and not just like blow through them real quick. We really got a good idea of what the 10 stages are going to look like, how we're going to shoot them, and how we really feel good or bad about the stages. There are a lot of good stages at this match already. Zone 1 is awesome. Like I can't tell you a single stage that I dislike yet. Even the smaller ones. There's a speed shoot stage. Guess what? It's not Virginia count. Maybe that's why I'm excited about it. But there's a speed shoot stage. There's another little quick stage that they kind of did a double bay on. Something they did different this year is all of the bigger bays, 1 through, I think it's 1 through 5, they kept all big stages on, no doubles. And then the smaller bay that I'm assuming is where all the vendors will be, they did a double stage there, which in my opinion is very smart because it gives you an opportunity to, well, one, you're gonna have more people going into the vendor area because of those 2 stages. And it's going to allow the larger bays more of an opportunity to have bigger stages and have a bigger feel to it, which obviously makes the match feel bigger, right? Nobody wants to shoot a bunch of 10-yard targets and 10 shots and be done. It just seems like it doesn't make that, give you that real Nationals feeling. So we went to zone 1, finished that. We were able to go back and finish walking the stage after the staff shot. But we did that after we walked basically, I think it was 9 stages or 8 stages, whatever it was. We were able to sneak back over there before the range closed at 6, which obviously staff's been there all day. They're ready to go home, so can't complain about them wanting to leave at 6. So we were able to walk that stage again, got a good feeling for that. And it was actually one of my favorite stages. And I watched a lot of people like really struggle with that stage, like with the stage plans, and I'm going, this is not that hard of a stage, but there's a lot of positions that they trick you into going into. And it has such a great flow to it. So I'm excited to shoot that stage. And that's actually it's either my first or second stage. I can't remember which stage it was, 2 or 3, but it's really, really like that stage. They did a really good job in the zone 1 already. So then we get into zone 2 a little bit, and a little bit smaller stages, a couple of big ones, which is good, but a couple of smaller stages. They doubled up one of the bays again, just to gain access to the bigger round. You need more stages, so that this range doesn't have enough bays to hold us. So they doubled up a bay again. Fast little quick stages. A couple of them look pretty good. It looks like they're going to be really good stages, even with some of the forced start positions. I just want to point that out because that's one of my biggest pet peeves is we've been doing all these forced start positions in the matches lately. This match right now with the forced start position, multiple stage plans, and that's what I want. It's just giving you multiple options. The forced start position should be it should add something to the stage, not take it away. So that's something already that I'm seeing that I really like the stages that they've designed. Nice flow. There's a lot of moving and shooting if you choose to. There's risk to it though, and that's what's so great about it. But they put a little risk in there. If you decide to move and shoot, you can stand and shoot. There's a couple stages, at least one stage I remember that could be super choppy if you stage plan it that way. And I watched a lot of people stage plan some really choppy stuff in that stage. So again, I'm excited about just that zone already, and we haven't even walked the rest of it. So hopefully the rest holds up to my expectations because I feel like they did a good job already on the stages. So we're home, went to eat, back to the hotel, time to go to bed. I'm exhausted, been traveling all day. I'm done. I had 3 full days of practice, or let me phrase that, 2 full days of practice on Monday and Tuesday. Sunday I shot a local match, so I'm done. I'm pretty beat up. My body needs a rest. I'm ready to hit the sack. So if you have any questions, hit me up in those comments, and I'll see you on the range.